Hi everyone, I'm Gayle. Welcome to this practice where we're going to be focusing on waking up our bodies. So this is a perfect class to do in the morning, but you could actually do it anytime that you just feel like taking some time for some self-care or you need a little pick-me-up. This will be perfect for beginners, and I'm also going to put one out that's for more intermediate. So you can look for that one as well. But let's start by closing our eyes. And focusing on breathing in and out through your nose. Allow your breath to be full and vibrant so that you feel like just focusing on your breath and breathing a little more mindfully is starting to give you more energy. If you're just waking up, it's helping you to wake up. Allow your shoulders to just drip away from your ears and find that internal lift on the inhale that lifts you from your sit bones all the way up through the crown of your head. So you feel your spine getting a little bit longer. You can keep your eyes closed or softly open your eyes. And we're going to start to just tap our skull. This is going to activate the nervous system in our skull and let's get a little more blood flow there. It's really stimulating. It's kind of amazing how just this little gentle tapping is. So you're not trying to pound your head, just a little soft tapping. And start to tap down the back of your neck, reaching down your back and then across the shoulders, up into just behind the sides of your neck, all around the ears, back up to the crown of your head, and just anywhere that your fingers just kind of seem to automatically be drawn to. And just relax your hands on your thighs, enjoying the sensation from that gentle tapping. And still sitting up nice and tall, turn your head to the left and try and look over your left shoulder with your right eye. So you're stretching your eyes a little bit. And come back to center, and on an exhale, turn your head to the right, gazing over your right shoulder with your left eye. We'll do that one more time each side, just moving nice and slowly from side to side. Nice, come back to center on your inhale. Reach your arms up and then reach up through your left side and then reach through the right side. So with every reach, it feels like you're getting a little bit taller. Reaching toward the sky. And now interlace your fingers, rotate the palms up. Try and keep your arms by your ears or a little bit back. But if they won't go back, that's okay. That's kind of the direction we're aiming for. And then press out through your hand as you reach over to the right. Inhale back to center and press out through your hands as you reach to the left. And we'll just go back and forth one more time each side. Try and stay grounded through the opposite hip as you reach. Come back to center, float your arms down. Then place your right hand down, reach your left arm up and across. Kind of lifting your ribs up toward the sky. And switch sides. And we'll do it one more time each side. And come back to center. Stretch over to your left. Nice. Come back to center. This time reach your arms up. And with your arms up, twist. So from your core, twisting, and then float your arms down. So your right hand lands on your left knee, your left hand is behind you. And inhale, reach up again, twist through center, and on an exhale, twist to the right and float your arms down. And just do that one more time on your own, keeping the lift. Following your breath Inhale, reach up. One more time. Bring your hands behind your back. And you can come up onto your fingertips. Press down through your fingers, lift up through your chest. And you can bend your elbows and just shift back and forth. Good, and let's come into tabletop. Coming onto your hands and knees. Grip the mat with your hands so your hands are activated. And on your inhale, stretch your chest forward. Externally rotate the shoulders so the triceps move back. And on your exhale, push into the floor around your spine. Let your shoulders spread apart from each other. And just continue to move back and forth, flowing with your breath. Walk your knees back a little bit. Stretch your hips back towards your heels. If they don't reach to your heels, you can keep your hips up. Otherwise, lower your hips down. Let your forehead rest on the floor. And even maybe walk your fingers forward a little bit more. But it's important to just listen to your own body and move as much as feels comfortable to you. On your next inhale, round your spine, come forward. And on your exhale, lift your hips, glide back. A couple more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And inhale forward. Tuck your toes, exhale back. So we're stretching out the toes a little bit. And then inhale, round forward. Exhale, glide back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward to plank, lower your knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, lift back. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, child's pose. Release your toes. Just take a little rest here in child's pose. Breathing into your back. Breathing into your whole body. So feel that lift on the inhale and that settling down on the exhale. So keep your hands reaching as long as you can, as far forward as you can. On your next inhale, round your spine to come forward. And then keep coming forward, lowering your thighs and then your hips. Press your toes into the floor and curl your shoulders back. Chest reaches forward, shoulders back. And lower down. Inhale, curl up again. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your forearms forward, coming into Sphinx pose. And let your back relax. If you're feeling a little pinching in your back, think of reaching your tailbones towards your heels so your belly has the feeling of wanting to lift up. And you can push into your hands isometrically, pull your hands back towards your hips, feeling your chest move forward a little bit more. Bring your right hand across your body, bend your left knee, reach your heel for your hip, and gaze back, sweep your arm back, hold onto your foot, bring it closer to your hip, and you can rock from side to side if you like. And you can spin your fingers. So your fingers are facing the same direction as your toes. You can even curl your toes under a little bit with your hands if you like, feeling a stretch on the top of your foot. And release your foot and just see how close you can keep your heel to your hip without your hamstrings cramping. And release, lower down. Same thing other side. So first pull your heel in, turn and look at your foot, reach your head back, find your foot, bring it in a little closer. And just move here in any way that your body just starts to move, just let it move. And release your foot. Lower on to your belly. Bring your arms out to the side with the shoulders lifted. And press down into your hands, and without lifting your low ribs off the floor, curl up into a little mini cobra. And lower down again. Again, curl up, trying to get that curve in your upper back. And lower down. One more time, curl up. And lower down. Bring your hands back by your sides. Lift the shoulders, externally rotate the shoulders, and curl up into your cobra. Your arms don't have to straighten here, so I want you to use your back. Try and keep your pubic bone on the floor if you can, and open up across the chest. And slowly lower down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your arms up, and then reach your legs up and reach your hands back towards your heels. We'll stay here for 5 more breaths. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, bring your hands down, curl up into your cobra again. And lower back down, tuck your toes. Press back, downward facing dog. Round forward to plank. And stretch back to your down dog. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale back. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg up, come up onto your left toes, and reach your right toes back as far as you can. Stack your hips, bend your knee. And then square the hips, lower your right foot down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, stack your hips. Bend your knee, reach back. And square the hips, lower down. Then down dog, you can just reach one heel down, bend the other knee forward. And find that tension that creates a nice stretch in your calves. And same thing, other side. Walk your hands back to your feet, the back of your mat. Lift the front of your foot off the mat, spread your toes, and lower everything back down again. Just see how far forward you can walk forward until your heels start to come off the floor. And notice if it feels a little different coming into down dog from walking forward rather than walking back. And come up onto your tiptoes, walk your feet forward. And step your left leg back, lower your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right thigh, reach your arm across. And bring your left hand down, twist to the right. Bring your right hand down, stretch your right knee forward. And shift your weight back. Maybe lifting the front of your foot up, reaching your toes towards your hip. The closer you bring your ribs to your thigh, the deeper the stretch will be in the back of your leg. But of course, it's always important to listen to your body and don't overstretch. You could work on pointing your foot, flexing your foot, and externally rotate your hip and internally rotate. And step back into your front foot, lift your back knee off the floor. Keep the back heel lifted. Scissor your inner thighs towards each other and rise up, crescent lunge. Maybe come into a little cobra with your upper back. Just like we did on the floor a moment ago. And bring your hands back down. Step back into down dog. Walk your feet forward again. And step your right leg back. Lower your right knee down. Bring your left hand to your left thigh, reach your right arm across. And bring your right hand down and twist to the left. Bring your left hand down, stretch your knee forward, keeping your heel down. And then shift your weight back. Lift the front of your foot up, maybe reach your toes for your hips and bow over your leg. And then you can point and flex and externally rotate and internally rotate your hip back and forth. And step your foot forward again, lift your back foot up, back knee up off the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs in, activate through your feet and reach up. Chest up toward the sky. Nice, slow your hands back down and step back into downward facing dog. So we're going to come into a lunge on the right side. Either walk forward and step back like we just did, or stretch your right leg up and step your foot forward. Rotate the back heel down. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh and start to do some big circles with your arm. Nice big sweeping circles. And reach back. Reversing your warrior two. Come back through warrior two. And windmill your arms, step back into down dog. On your next inhale, we're going to come into a left lunge with the left leg forward. So either walk forward and step back or reach your left leg up. And pull your knee into your chest. Step your foot forward and rotate the back heel down. Rest your left forearm on your thigh and do big sweeping circles. And reach back, reverse your warrior two. And windmill your arms, step back into down dog. Look towards your hands and either step forward or hop forward. Inhale, lift up and lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow. Press down into the earth to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. So let's just try a little tree pose for a little balance, to think of the idea of getting balance into our day. So you can shift your weight into your right leg, but keep it strong and lifting up. So don't sink down into it, but lift up. You can place your left heel either just above your ankle and lift your toes up, or you could bring it to your calf, or you could bring it up into your inner thigh. Use your breath to lift you up. You could gaze down, you could gaze straight forward, or you could even gaze up. And release your arms, release your leg, and switch sides. So energize your left leg. Think of lifting out of your hip. Place your foot wherever it can reach comfortably. And reach up. Try and keep your big toe mound grounded. And think of reaching up really tall. Maybe play with gazing upward. And slowly release your arms, release your leg. Step your feet a little wider than your hips, or if you know you can squat with your feet narrower, you can keep them narrower. It's up to you. Toes can be pointed out or forward. Lower your hips down and come into a squat. So it's really important to be able to squat, and if your heels don't touch the floor now, that's okay. Maybe they will eventually, maybe they never will, but still just being able to get up and down off the floor is really important. So let's lift the hips up. Bend your knees, lower your hips down, and come up to stand. Reach your arms up. And exhale, bend your knees, come into your squat. Rise up again. And come back into your squat. And if you have time, it depends on what your day is shaping up to be, but if you have time, it's really nice to lie down and have a savasana. Or since if this is the beginning of your day and you have to, get ready to walk out the door pretty soon, you can just come to a seat, but take time to acknowledge your practice and how you feel now. And now let's make our way onto our backs just for a little sweet, short savasana. Hug your knees into your chest and bring your feet as wide as the mat. And just twist your knees from side to side. Stretch out for your savasana, just letting everything relax. And focus on your exhales and letting go. Feel free to stay a little longer if you have time. Otherwise, just roll to your side. Take just a moment to pause here. And you can use your hands and roll up to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope that you feel awake and alive and full of energy, maybe a little less stiff than you felt when you first woke up. And please leave a comment for me. Let me know how this feels. Share it with your friends and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Hope to see you soon. Bye.